Hey guys, I had some requests to do another video on dollar cost averaging. Um, what we're going to look at today is Waves. I have this on the 4 hour. Waves is a good coin that I like fundamentally, and yeah, on the charts it's really nice and easy to trade, I guess you could say. Um, cool. So let's say we've determined a good coin. I only ever apply dollar cost averaging to good coins. Because if the price goes down, you want to be happy and willing to spend um, dollars, essentially, or Bitcoin, however you want to trade. I'll do both here, the dollar and the Bitcoin variant. Um, but yeah, so say you've determined a good coin. I think Waves is good. You form your own opinion on that. How can you find a good entry? So say we were looking, um, let's say about the middle of December, we found Waves and we wanted to get in, and then it really started to take off. I don't like buying once a coin's taken off. Um, oh yeah, dollar cost averaging on the way down has just proven to be successful time and time again. Um, cool. So let's say it's taken off here. We just want to wait for it to hit its peak and then start coming down. Um, so this peak here was about $16 on the Bittrex conversion. Um, it could have gone to $20. It could have gone to 25, 30. I don't care where the peak was. Once it starts running, I'm really not too interested in where it goes until it stops and turns around, which is what we're going to look at today. So we hit $16. Um, let's say we then saw it, it would have been about 4 hours later that we saw it at $14. So I've prepared a spreadsheet here. I'll clear these numbers. Cool. So let's say we've got a budget of $150. Budget 50 and remaining equals that. That's our total spend. Cool. So remaining. So we've got a budget of $150 to spend on Waves. If $150 is your total portfolio, maybe you want to put say $30 into Waves, in which case your quantities will be less. So you might do 0.2 here or 0.4. People see, oh well, I want to put $30 in and I've only spent $5. Like, what if it goes to the moon from there? Like, well, so be it. At least you've got $5 in the game. Um, better than zero, and also better than putting in $30 and watching it go down to like $5 again, Waves. So it's all a matter of risk versus reward, in my opinion. So let's say we've got $150 here, just because it's easier. And we've got, saw our first entry point, it peaked at $16, came down to 14. We just happened to check it at that time. We're happy with that price because it's less than our first price. So how much less is it? Let's have a look. So 14 divided by 16, really simply. So it's 87%, 87.5%. So it's 12.5% down from the top. So that's fine of an entry for me. I'm happy to pick that up. So we buy one there. What happens from there? We thought it might go up with our $5 in the game, but it didn't. It came down. It kept coming down. So let's say we saw it at $12.50 not long after. And we're like, well, that's about 10% as well. So 12.50 divided by 14.08. So yep. So that's 89%. So 11% discount on our last buy. So yeah, we'll pick some more up. Let's grab two at that point. If we were to purchase one here, you can see it works out our average price here. So if we were to purchase the same quantity at each of these points, the average price would just be the middle of those points. So 13, 20, 29, that'll do. So our average here is this, let's make it orange, is this purple line. At the moment, if we bought one at each of these, um, you'll see doing that we've only spent $26 so far, so we've got 123 left to spend. So let's buy two here and see what happens. So that brings our average price down by 25 cents. So 13.07. So the aim of the game is to get the pinky purple line, magenta, down to the lowest point possible. So if we buy one at the top here, well, not at the top, at the first point, and two at the bottom here, we've got our line sitting there. Let's say, what if we buy 2.5? So we get down below $13 then, so $12.95. That'll do. So it's dropping slightly as we increase that. So we've spent $45 now. So I probably wouldn't want to do more than 2.5 there. I might even just do two and bring that back up. Cool. Sweet. So that's our average at the moment. If it turns around from there, we've got $39 in the game, and we can start making money once we pass this pink line. So we would have been at the time of buying, we would have been at this green line, and we start making money within 50 cents of the price increasing, just from buying twice on the way down. So we can sell any point above this pink line if we want. Like we could have just sold here, sold at the first buy if we wanted, which it's been to that price many times after crossing through this period. So we have faith that it's going to get there. Again, eventually, based on the principle, Waves is a good coin. It's got some news coming up as well. So those are all things to keep in mind. But it didn't. It kept going down. It kept going down for this period here, and we were lucky enough to either have a buy order in just to catch some low sells, or we checked the screens and at the right time and got lucky. Either way, we saw it at $10.50. Maybe we bought it at 11. Use 11 in this example. So I probably personally would have set it at $11.11, just because I like weird numbers like that, because not many people put them in that spot. So a lot of people would be going for $11 and so forth. So even it went to almost $10. Let's say I bought at $11.11, just to be conservative. 11.11. All right. Let's say I want to, so I've still got $110 left. So we're working on the principle that we want to buy more tokens each time. So what happens if let's just double it. Let's see how much we have left. So on our last buy, we would have spent 44. We've still got 66 left. So that seems okay in the sense that we'll be able to buy more again when on another buy, if the price dips. So we've got 150 to spend. We've now got 83.50 in the game. I'm happy if it turns around here. Let's see where our average price is. 11.93. 11.93. All the way down here. That'll do. So let's make it blue this time. Cool. So by 3 buys here, 3 safe buys where we could have got our dollars, could have started making profit at any point pretty much. We've got our average price down to 11.92, which that's pretty much on the support line that we crossed here. Like you see the bottom of these candles, we're right on the bottom of that, just from buying more on the way down. And we've still got $66 of our budget left to spend. We've still got almost half ready if it goes down again. So what I would have done is maybe, so we bought at 11, maybe, yeah, $9 ish would have been cool. So again, I probably would have done $9.11. Cool. So we set these buy orders to start with. On this first dip here, we managed to get $66 or $83 in the game, with an average price of $11.92. So pretty much once this goes above $12, we can start taking profits. And so forth. Whether you would at the bottom at $12, that's up to you. Like it's gotten to $16 before. I would probably consider selling some around 13, made 20%. Sorry, no, not 13, 14 up here, which would have, yeah, been about 20%, 18%. So let's say 14 divided by 1192. So 14 divided by 1192 gives us 17% profit. I'm happy to take 17% profit on some of my coins every day of the week. So once we get to our first buy price, we've made 17% profit already, and that was already discounted from its previous high. That didn't even have any fundamental news really. It just got driven up as the rest of the market did. They tweeted a few times, but nothing really too big. So yeah, even if we just wait for that point, what's 16 divided by 11.92? So if we buy all three of these marks here, once we get back to that all-time high, which we can expect it will, based on the news that's coming up and fundamentals and being at the start of mass adoption, etc., we'll make 34% profit. I don't care how long it takes to get there. I don't care what it does in the meantime. If it goes down, I would have set another buy order down here. So this time we turned around. From our lowest buy, we turned around. We took some profits at our all-time high. We can do the exact same moves. We don't even need to think about it. Like let's say we sell at the all-time high again, expecting it to bounce. I don't care that it went to $18 again. I'm going to apply the exact same principle on the way down. So let's say we move this one up. Cool. So this becomes our red line. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I don't care that I'm buying tokens back for the same price that I sold some of them at, because I would have sold more here using the same principle as this. So I would have sold 4 essentially at the top here, and now I'm looking to scale my orders again. So I've sold 4 here and I'll buy 1 back here. So even though I'm paying the same price, I'm buying less quantity to reduce my risk. If it turns around from this first buy, that's cool. I've bought 1 token. I've got $16 left in the game. That's cool. I've made a heap of profit, like 40%, 37%, and I'm back in the game. It didn't. It went down. So I went back to the first buy price that I've started the game at. So I just buy there again, the exact same price, because I've set a weird price previously. It's not going to sit on an exact resistance or support. It's not going to be flooded, etc. It kept going down. I could have bought the exact same point again and again. And then the price that I picked out that I would have bought again if it kept going down on the first one. So I would have filled all of my exact same orders, plus bought 1 here. I'm happy to rule that 1 token that I bought out at the top here. I'm happy to accept that that could have been played better, but applying the strategy is what matters. Find a winning strategy and apply it. We made 37% if we sold at this all-time high. If we sold the peak here, what would we have made? 18 divided by average price of 11.92. If we sold the peak, we could have made 50% on our on our average buy price here. Um, so yeah, if you nail it, great. If you don't nail it, great. 37%, 34%. All I had to do was wait a little bit, be patient, buy on the way down, find a good coin. I've done research on waves previously. I have faith in that coin. Form your own opinion about what coins you want to buy, what coins you want to dollar cost average down. All the rest of these indicators, none of that matters. If you believe in this coin, let it get to its absolute maximum price. Like if it's already started running, who cares? Let the community decide how much it's worth. It's gonna come back down every single time. Every time it goes up, it has to come down. How much it comes down varies. Sometimes you get a big bag. If it goes down, say 50% from its all-time high, or 100%, it could have easily retraced back to $7, like it almost did on this one. After it had another run up. So there's always more to it. Like there's always more dips. There's always going to be more rises. You don't need to buy in high risk situations where it can turn around at any point. Let it get to its peak, turn around. If fundamentals haven't changed, just buy as the price decreases. If you want me to send you this spreadsheet, just yeah, comment on this video with your email, etc. It works exactly the same for Bitcoin as it does US dollar. Um, yeah, buy on the dips, sell on the rises, only buy good coins, and you never really lose. Like set your budget at the start so you know if you're going to be spending too much. Maybe you just want to buy 3 here so you can have 5 buys on the way down. Like come up with your strategy before you enter. Are you going to have 3 buys? Are you going to have 4 buys? Are you going to have 5 buys? You know, how much money are you going to need um, to do this? You don't even need a chart to make these decisions. So let's say just randomly throwing numbers in here, increasing quantities, decreasing price, but I don't even know what percentage these are. They probably line up to random things. So maybe I'd buy that at 8 and I'd buy that at 550. So maybe this here needs to go to 450 like that. So increasing quantities, decreasing price in reasonable increments will give you a lower average price. So if we just randomly did these, we would have ended up with $8.60 as our average price, which is below our second to bottom buy price. So we could have just done one buy of our whole lot at $8.60, but it could have easily turned around at any of these points. Any of these points. Who knows where it's going to go to? It's a good coin. It's been to high prices before, $16. If it's cheaper than that and nothing's changed, I'm going to buy it. As it drops further, so 10%, 10%, that's about 25%, that's about 30%. As it decreases on these levels, if it hits them, I buy them. If it doesn't, I don't care because I'm making money. So yeah, dollar cost averaging. Let me know if you guys have any questions on this. If you want this spreadsheet, I can sort all of that out for you. So cheers.